What is up, guys? I'm Ryan and welcome back to a brand new video. In this video, I'm going to react to vidIQ's video, which is 5 mistakes that send your channel to YouTube hell. So in this video, vidIQ is going to tell you about something that you should never do in YouTube or even your channels. I have no idea, but let's just get started. Okay?
I get it. You're frustrated. Your channel's not growing, whereas everybody around you is going viral. You've tried everything, but simply put, YouTube is against you, right?
No.
Wrong. The chances are you're committing YouTube sins right now that are damaging your channel, and you're looking for someone else or something to blame. I know. I've done some of these things in the past, and you know in yourself some of the silly things you do on YouTube that simply don't work. Let us know in the comments below what they are so you can help other creators. So stop doing them. Or keep doing them, just don't bother watching this video.
Okay.
Just ruin my watch time now, Anna.
Okay.
Promoting your content to anyone by any means possible simply doesn't work. And let's start with the obvious and ancient one, sub for sub. Now, to be honest, the only reason I'm talking about this is so that I can pull this little clip out from the vidIQ archives. Hey YouTuber, hey, fancy doing sub for sub? Absolutely. Great.
Hello darkness, my old friend.
Some dodgy green screen right there. If you want to waste valuable time gaining worthless subscribers, good luck getting 4,000 hours of watch time out of them. Posting comments, promoting your channel and content in other creators' videos. This has to be the most monumental waste of time there is for two reasons. First and foremost, oh, do you see that off in the distance? Nobody cares! The only thing anyone cares about is what you can contribute to the video everybody's watching, not one of your own. Second of all, most of the time, you're going to be typing into an echo chamber you've created. You see this tick mark on a comment? It means I have to approve it before it will appear on the video, because YouTube automatically assigns all of this nonsense to the comments dumpster fire. And the more you do this, the more likely the content owner is going to hide your comments forever. The problem with self-promotion, and 95% of the promotion you do outside of your own videos and social platforms, is that it's appealing to the wrong audience. And if by some miracle that wrong audience does decide to check out your content, it will likely damage much of the organic work the videos have already done in terms of getting discovered. Put simply, be patient and let YouTube's algorithm do the work. Because in truth, it's not actually an algorithm. It's a recommendation system.
Okay. Video cards kill.
So you know the clip I just showed you about a previous sub for sub video that we made here at vidIQ? In the past, I may have linked to it through a info card up in the top corner. And in this sense, it's a good way to promote your content because it's relevant to what somebody is already watching. The problem is they kill retention if the call to action is strong enough to pull the viewer away from what they're already watching. If the viewer is settling into a good piece of content, the last thing you want to do is send them anywhere. Just yet anyway. If you do want to use video cards, leave them till at least the second half of the video, by which time the viewer is likely committed to the current content, which means they're going to do one of two things. They'll either watch the video in the card immediately and then come back to the original content, or finish off the video they are currently watching and then go back to the card. Also, interesting random side note, I didn't realize this until today, but info cards are now apparently called annotations. And I always thought these were annotations. I really do miss these. Having said that, there is a far better way to promote your videos through end screens, which are more powerful than you could possibly imagine. But unfortunately, I can't show you what I mean right now because I'd have to do that through a video card. So I'm afraid you'll have to wait until the end of the video to show you what I mean. But anyway, back to info cards / annotations that have a party trick up their sleeve that I bet you're not even aware of. For a very long time, YouTube was very restrictive about external links within videos, but recently YouTube opened this up more so that you can direct viewers from your videos to external links as long as they follow YouTube's external links policies. Now, arguably, this is even worse than an info card that sends a viewer to another video. This is going to send them to an external link and end the YouTube watch session, which YouTube really hates. But if that link gets somebody to sign up to your emailing list or buy one of your products and services, the trade-off is probably worth it. For example, here's an exclusive sneak peek at our new AI title recommendation tool that will take your idea or keyword and generate incredible click-worthy titles. How cool is that? So if you want to take advantage of this and many other YouTube growth tools, then make sure to download vidIQ right here, right now. But of course, you can carry on watching if you want to. So just between you and me, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. In YouTube world, every day is a school day. If you get too comfortable on this platform as a creator, you're going backwards. And it won't be long before new competition sweeps in and you see your channel grind to a halt. Now let me give you a little bit of personal experience on this. vidIQ is under threat. In the last 12 months, 2 YouTube educators have burst onto the scene with fresh, educational and entertaining approaches to YouTube growth. And Nate from Channel Makers and Ed from Film Booth now both have cracked the 100,000 subscriber mark. And so right here, right now, let me congratulate both Nate and Ed on their own silver play buttons. Cheers, lads. Now, having said that, we all occupy the same YouTube space. We all share the same audience, therefore, in the cold light of day, they are my competition. Now, you know I like to be honest and transparent on the channel. The second half of 2021 was a rough patch for the vidIQ channel. Views were down 25%. And while there are many reasons why this happened, you can't ignore the data that tells you that these 2 creators offer an alternative viewing option. So, had I got too comfortable as a creator? Was I just coasting along to 1 million subscribers? I didn't think I was, but this was certainly a kick up the backside. And I want to thank Ed and Nate for this passive, friendly competition, because it certainly helped. You probably haven't noticed this, but Dan and myself have made a lot of tiny changes to vidIQ, from video formats to the topics we're covering, thumbnail design, to video length to presentation.
Thumbnail.
We've done a lot. We still have a lot to do, but it's paid off. More views and the most successful month for watch time ever on the vidIQ channel. Never stand still. Never stop learning. Always strive for that next 1%.
Video intros kill retention.
Now, let me be clear here. What we're not talking about is the introduction of a video which convinces the viewer to watch more of the video. That's a video hook. What we are talking about here is a brief, branded, graphical segment that you're just plonking at the beginning of every video. Something like this. Basically, you're just telling people what your channel's called, and they probably already know that. Branded intros kill audience retention because viewers have seen this type of stuff millions of times before in decades worth of YouTube watching. They, and rightly so, just want to get into the content. Now, when it comes to this particular YouTube sin, we are guilty as charged. I would confidently say that there are at least 500 videos on the vidIQ channel that have a branded intro. And the data proves time and time again that a significant portion of the audience abandon a video as soon as they see a branded intro. We did make a dedicated video on this, but again, I can't share it with you because I'd have to use info cards that I've already told you not to use. But just between you and me, I've linked it in the description. But again, watch it after you finish this one. So instead of a branded intro, what should the beginning of a video contain? We can use this video as a reference point. I'm not saying I'm an expert at this yet, but the hook of this video is attempting to do 2 things. It's immediately trying to deliver on the promises made in the title and the thumbnail, so the viewer knows they're in the right place. And from there, it's trying to convince you, the viewer, to continue watching through to the end of the video. I know that's a very simplistic way of looking at this, but you've got to get away from telling people who you are, what you do, and why they should subscribe to your channel. It's just wasted oxygen in the first 30 seconds to a minute of a video. Chances are, if you're this far into the video, you're a passionate creator committed to growing your channel. So you probably already know all of this stuff. But just in case, don't be that channel that infuriates creators. And let's start with the obvious. Copyright claims and strikes. Downloading music, videos, clips, random stuff, either directly from YouTube or from random places on the internet is a potential recipe for disaster. If you are getting stuff for free and using it on your videos, even if the source of that content says that it's royalty free, copyright free, etc., etc., double check, then triple check I'm not sure what check comes after that, but do that as well. If you come from
What
the
check?
TikTok creating world, let me stress this. YouTube is far more strict when it comes to matching copyrighted content ID, and the penalties are pretty clear. Copyright claims will prevent you from earning revenue. Copyright strikes, after 3 of them, will terminate your channel. And then there's the less obvious, less well-known offense: reuse content. If you're taking other creators' content and using it without their permission, that's even worse. Typically, the victims of this type of content theft are small creators who don't have the resources or the support to protect their content, like big movie studios or large music labels. Creators, just like me, just like you. It still really angers me just how much TikTok stuff is directly lifted from the platform and uploaded onto YouTube, clearly not from the original creator. YouTube really needs to stamp that out before I truly embrace Shorts, for example. Anyway, if you do this type of stuff, you may get views to begin with, but you're not earning any money, and YouTube will eventually track down your channel. And let me be clear here, I'm talking about people, not creators,
My
because they're
friend
not
did
creating
that.
anything. People who just
And that is a
steal other
big,
creators' pieces of
big
work
problem.
without any transformational effort. Creators who take existing content and transform it into an entirely new piece of work, they are more than welcome in the YouTube community. But for the thieves of the YouTube world, well, I'm going to bring in another Simpsons reference. Urge to kill rising. Alright, as promised, back to YouTube end screens. Let me show you something truly incredible. If you get this right, long after a video is published, it can get tons of views from end screens. In this case, more than 50% of its traffic. YouTube end screens are turning this video into evergreen content. And what's more, when people watch a video from an end screen, they tend to watch for longer than other traffic sources. So if you want to know how to do exactly that on your channel, then I highly recommend watching this video over here. Yes, that's how you do self-promotion the right way.
Okay. Yeah, that's it for this video. I think this video is pretty useful for me, and I think it helped me a lot. It helped me so much, I think, to this video told me about end screens and like stuff that are very important. Of course, a thumbnail, and like they're so important. And don't copy stuff from the internet. That's the point. That's the point. You don't do that, or else YouTube is gonna track your channel down, and that is a big problem, you know. So yeah, that's it for this video. Hopefully you like and subscribe.